Alright, what's up, guys? It's your boy McKinley Crain here. Today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review of Hawkeye Season 1, aka the whole series. Now, let's get into it. So, I watched every episode of the season on the day it came out. I just recently watched and reviewed the last episode, which is the season finale, and the series finale. If you want to watch that first, it's the last video I uploaded before this. So I guess you can pause this video and watch that first if you want to. Anyway, this series revolves around Hawkeye after the events of Endgame. This takes place like in present day, and it also kind of tells the story of Kate Bishop, whose like father died, and father died during the Battle of New York, and she ended up seeing Hawkeye like fight the aliens, and she got inspired, and she was just like, now since my dad is dead, who knows what could happen, I need to learn how to defend myself. So she does, and she becomes a really good archer. And in this series, she ends up meeting Hawkeye through a series of circumstances, and then they end up needing to team up with each other to stop an organized crime group, multiple organized crime groups that are kind of all working together and have certain ties to Kate Bishop's family and to Hawkeye's actions. So yeah, Hawkeye and Kate Bishop are the two main leading roles in this season and in the series. And Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld are phenomenal here. They give phenomenal performances, terrific, spectacular performances. They're hilarious together. They have great character chemistry. And in my opinion, Haley Steinfeld was born to play Kate Bishop. She like nails the role completely. Everything I wanted out of the character, everything I didn't know I wanted out of the character, she like provided. And Jeremy Renner is pretty good in here too. He gives like an equally good performance. The villains in here are pretty awesome. I can't really tell you all of the villains in this series because that would be a spoiler, and we can't do that in a spoiler-free review, you know. Or there would be some serious trouble, if you know what I mean. But I can tell you that some of the villains include the Tracksuit Mafia, someone who wants revenge on Hawkeye for a certain something that he did to someone that they love in the past. And that's pretty much about all I can tell you about the villains. But the villains in here are great, especially the surprise villains. Those are just awesome. And speaking of the surprise villains, you know, this series actually does surprise you when, like, with its surprise villains, like, you don't really, like, kind of fully expect these villains to be in there, but they are, and it's awesome. And speaking of surprises, all the twists and turns in this series are awesome and very well crafted, and they're the kind that make you think, why didn't I see that before? Which is always a good sign. Well, usually always a good sign. Sometimes it's not. And the twists and turns in this season and in this series are just awesome. Like, I love them. They're awesome. Like, one of them like generally like had me like go like WTF, like whoa. Oh my gosh. And it was awesome. Moving on to the humor. The humor in the season, aka this series, because this is a mini series. This isn't getting a season 2. Although we will see the characters again. You know, the comedy is awesome. The character development is there, and it works, and it's great. The chemistry between the characters feels real and is fun and leads to a lot of fun antics and stuff. The action in the series can be pretty... A lot of the action scenes in this series can be pretty bizarre at times, but bizarre in a fun way. And, you know, it's part of what makes this season and this series so awesome. And I enjoyed this season and this series of Hawkeye. It was awesome. It was fun. Had a lot of great characters. It was just perfect. And I'm going to give this season, aka this series, a 100% out of 100%. It's perfect. And a 100% out of 100% is the equivalent of an A+. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad, I will return. Oh, and by the way, Merry Christmas! It's Christmas today. It's Christmas. For those of you who didn't know, I hope y'all have been having as much of a good Christmas as I have, because I've had a pretty good Christmas so far. It's been pretty dope, and I know I'm gonna miss it tomorrow when I wake up, and it's gonna be like 364 days away from the next Christmas. Sadness. Anyway, like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.